Girl, let's not act like it's not 1 o'clock in the morning. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Simone Nicole here, back at it again with another video. And today's video is honestly the types of videos that I wish I could do all the time, because it is what I'm the most passionate about, and it is about building up your self-esteem as a person, and especially as a woman, because you know I'm a woman. So I hope that you grab yourself a good old bottle of wine, or if you're underage, then grab yourself a Gatorade, keep your electrolytes up. We're gonna get it cracking, we're gonna get honest, and you need to put your feelings away for this one. Okay, Samantha? You really need to tuck those in, because we're gonna get real deep and honest. Now, before we get started with this video, we have to do our subscriber shout out of the day, which we do in every single video. Oh, I love this one. So, fun fact, whenever I record my voiceovers, I promise I'll black out, because you guys quote me from my voiceovers and I'm like, literally, who said that? This comment came from Mone, and she commented on my Geo product review video, and she said, quote, "Throwing myself out of a window into oncoming traffic because it was that good, no," end quote. First of all, who says stuff like that? Clearly me. Anyway, I love it. You're a mood. Love your videos. You're so freaking sweet, Brianna. Please do not hype me. I love you, Brianna. Thank you so much for subscribing. And thank you so much for leaving such a sweet comment and for putting up with my foolishness, frankly. And if you would like to be my next subscriber shout out, then all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and then leave a comment, and you too, dear viewer, could be my next subscriber freaking shout out. Alrighties, let's get into it. Today's video is going to be a smack you in the face with honesty, self-love, big sister, big cousin kind of chat. The only way that we are going to grow is if we are completely and blatantly honest with ourselves. Okay, Rebecca? I'm pretty sure I'm about to be out of focus for the next 10 minutes, so for some reason we're focused on the plant. Focused on my words. All right, let's get back to the video. So I'm guessing that you're here because you like this boy and you can't understand why he doesn't like you. I'm here to tell you that not only does he not like you, he hates you. You want to know why? I'm sorry, Ashley, do you want to know why? It's because you hate yourself. Yeah, we're gonna go there. Listen, I am by no means saying that the way that I live my life is the best perfect way to live and that everything that I say is Bible. No. But in my 24 years, I have learned a thing or two, and I'm a lot happier with myself and the way that I am with men than I was 3, 4, 5 years ago, and even into my teenage years. I am by no means perfect. I still have a lot of self-destructive tendencies, but the best way to get through these things and to get better is to call yourself out on your own bullshit and then commit to doing better. So this is me calling you, calling us, calling we out on our bullshit. So he hates you. Now let's talk about why. Something so common that I hear women talking about is the fact that they just want a boyfriend. They just want a relationship. The first question that you need to ask yourself is why? Why is a relationship so important to you? Why do you want a boyfriend so badly? If your response is things like, I want the comfort of a boyfriend. I want somebody near me all the time. I want somebody to constantly tell me that they love me. I want someone to constantly remind me how beautiful I am. I want someone to buy me things. I want someone to spoil me. All of these things are not good places to start from. All of the things that you named are things that you can give yourself. And if you are depending on that from another human being, human beings are not perfect. They are going to hurt you. I think it was Jada Pinkett Smith that said, I don't know who said that love doesn't hurt. Love absolutely hurts, because you are taking your heart and you are putting it into the hands of another imperfect, flawed human being. What do you expect them to do? They're going to mess up. They're going to make mistakes. And hopefully you find somebody that minimizes those mistakes because they truly, truly care about you. And when you voice your concerns, they want to change. They want to grow. They want to be the best person that they possibly can be in order to be the best person that they can be in your relationship. But let me tell you something. That's not super duper common, especially at our age. You do not need to look to anybody else to provide for you. You cannot look for that in another person. You have to have that within yourself before you step inside of a relationship. Now, the reason why I mentioned human beings being so flawed is because let's say you put your heart, your soul, your everything into your partner. What happens when they mess up? What happens when they leave you? What happens when they hurt you? What happens when they cheat on you? I'll tell you what happens. You completely and totally break. You completely and totally lose it because you have predicated your entire life, your entire existence, and everything that makes you feel good and whole onto another flawed human being. Like, imagine that type of pressure being put on you. Would you appreciate if your partner was so wholly and totally dependent on you for their emotional happiness and well-being? I'm sure you wouldn't. I'm sure you crack under the pressure. It's a lot of pressure to handle, and no one wants that responsibility. You should not be making your partner feel as though they are your end-all be-all for multiple reasons. One, if you're obsessed with him, he's cheating on you. He's cheating on you. I said what I said. Listen, Chloe, you're getting cheated on because you have made it so blatantly clear to this man that he is everything in a bag of chips, and that
you just like can't live without him. Like, you refuse to live without him.
Do you know what that means? It means that while you're at home being Susie homemaker and making sure that everything in the house is cleaned up and nice and tight, and that you have on your best lingerie and you're ready to bust it wide open, and you cooked him a 5-course meal, and you've done nothing with your day all day, and your entire day has just been about waiting for him to get home, you're boring, you're accessible, you are readily available, and no man likes that. Men love bitches in every single way. And a part of being a bitch is being very, very selfish with your time, being very selfish with your energy, being very selfish with everything around you and about you, and not being negotiable to things that are going to take away from you. That's when you start to make actual progress, is when you get into your own bag. You have your own things to do. You're not sitting on the couch eating a bag of Doritos, texting him to make sure that he's not doing anything your boys' night, because it's just gonna break you in half. If he flirts with Jenny at the bar, it's just gonna break you in half. That's why he's flirting with Jenny at the bar, because Jenny's cool. Jenny's out with her girls, and she's not at home eating a bag full of Doritos just waiting on him to get home. You want to switch it up. You want to be spontaneous. You want to make him feel like you would leave him at any second, and that it would not break you to walk out of the relationship. Because really think about it. You as a person, just human behavior, you will push your boundaries as far as they can go, as long as you know you can get away with it. Very few people won't. Very few people will have the moral compass to not push you as far as you can go. But a 25-year-old man, yeah, he's gonna test the waters. He's gonna see how far he can take you. And if you go through his phone, which, Jesus Christ, if you have to go through his phone, your relationship is over. But that's a whole other different conversation for a different time. If you go through his phone and find out that he's sexting a bunch of different girls, he's getting nudes, he's full-blown cheated on you, he had his tongue down somebody's throat yesterday night, and you forgive him, you just gave him the green light to cheat on you again. Like, you get that, right? Like, I don't care how he got on his knees, he begged, he cried, he promised it would never happen again. You just gave him the green light to cheat on him again. And do you want to know why you stayed with him? Because you were too scared to break up with him, because you didn't want to risk living without him. Let me repeat that. You were willing to stay inside of a relationship. Let's just take cheating out of it. You're willing to stay inside of a relationship where you're treated less than what you know you deserve. Because what? Why? Tell me why. Be honest. Like, have that honest conversation with yourself. Why are you willing to settle? What is it? Are you scared that if he leaves your life, what's going to happen? Does he hold all the cards? Is he paying all the rent? Is he paying all your bills? Is your entire comfort and actual sense of life dependent on this man? Are all of your friends his friends? If you're so enmeshed with him and you're that dependent on him, Ooh, girl, you have got to make a change. You have got to make a change because you are heading nowhere very fast. Which brings me to my next point. You need to have your own. Do you want to start a business? Do you want to run a law firm? Do you want to go to med school? What do you want to do? Not what nappy-headed Jeremy wants to do. Forget about him. What do you want to do and how are you going to do it? The reason why I put such an emphasis on figuring out what's going to work for you is because it will give you a good amount of self-esteem. Self-esteem is extremely important. Self-esteem allows you to set a standard for how you will and will not be treated. I brought up the concept of like going to school, starting a business, all of those things, because honestly, my self-esteem is very much so based on the things that I have worked for. I don't know if that's a positive or a negative thing yet. I'm working that out with my therapist currently. But me personally, I am totally 110,000% fulfilled and affirmed by the things that I have worked my ass off to get and that no man can take from me. You guys are a prime example. All 20,000 of you, 20,000 people care about what I have to say and trust me enough in my opinions to let me into their lives, to let me have influence in possibly the way that you think, the way that you move through life. I have the privilege and the blessing of being responsible and possibly influential over 20,000 people. You think I'm worried about you, Demetrius? Oh, baby boy. When you name all of these things in comparison to a boy could never. And do you know what I want you guys to take notice of? The things that fill me up, the things that make me proud are not to do with anything about how I look externally. Let me say it again for the people in the back, okay? Give me 1 second. A pretty face and a nice body is a dime a dozen. I could lose my looks at any point, and then what would I have left? A lot, actually. I do not predicate my self-esteem and my self-worth on how I look. Do you understand how movable that is and how negotiable that is? Let's say that you hate the fact that you have a flat ass, just nothing back there, just up and down, nothing, flat back patty. Okay, great. Now you go get a BBL. What if you spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on a surgery and then you come out of it and you're just as empty inside? What if you get filler? What if you get your nose job and then you get out of the surgery center? Do you really think that all of your problems will disappear because you got your nose done? Because I'm almost sure that they won't. Because you haven't done the work on the inside to feel good on the outside. Real self-esteem starts from the inside out. Think about the person that you admire the most and think about how beautiful you think that they are. Are the first things that you think about the fact that she has a banging body and that she's beautiful? You probably admire a lot more than that. And honestly, that's the way that it should be. I don't want to be remembered for Simone being the dark-skinned pretty girl with the big butt. I don't want to be remembered by that. I want to be remembered by being someone that is a leader, a builder, someone that worked her ass off for every single thing that she's ever gotten, someone that's compassionate, someone that's loving, someone that's dependable. I don't give a shit about having a big ass and a pretty face. Who cares? That is not what's going to be written on my gravestone.
Hey there, it's me editing Simone again. I really went on for a while about how I don't care about how pretty I am or I don't care about my looks. Obviously, to an extent, I do care. I more so am trying to make the point that the reason why I take such good care of my outside and why I put so much work into my outside is because I want my inside to reflect my outside, if that makes sense. I take care of myself because I feel good on the inside, so I want to reflect that on the outside.
And by no means am I saying that plastic surgery is a bad thing. I don't care what you do. Do you know how many people I know that got plastic surgery? I could care less about that. What I do care about is if you're getting it because you think that it's gonna fix a problem that you have with yourself internally and you're trying to fix it externally. And girl, even if that is the case, go out and spend your thousands of dollars. Who am I? I just wanna have a more introspective talk about where that thought process and where that behavior is coming from. Can you rapid fire name 5 things that you like about yourself? Oh, that silence was me waiting. Like, I want you to sit and rapidly name 5 things that you like about yourself that have absolutely nothing to do with the way that you look on the outside. And if you could name those, great. Then we're on a great path to getting us to be the bad bitches that we are. But if you can't, you need to figure it out. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, we're young and we struggle a lot with just the pressure that's put upon women and social media that makes us think that we should be millionaires by the time that we're freaking 21 years old, and societal pressures as to what a woman should be and how a woman should look. It's no wonder that we hate ourselves, because society has really set us up to hate ourselves. But I'm here to try to help you guys undo that. So start with figuring out what 5 things you really like about yourself. And the reason why you need to start there is because it's going to provide a good base for you to go off of. Like I said at the beginning of the video, he doesn't like you because you don't like yourself. So you need to start by figuring out why you like yourself, and then we can talk about you getting into a relationship. So let's cover the last couple things. I'm tired of hearing about y'all manifesting a man. Manifestation without work is a waste of time. Be careful what you ask for, baby, because if you're manifesting a man and you know deep down inside that for some reason you feel like you don't deserve one, you are going to manifest something that you don't want, baby. We attract what we are, okay? So if you are a bad bitch, truly, you're just you are that girl, then you're gonna attract men like that. For the first time in my life, I am selfish about my time and selfish about my energy. You could have all the money in the world, you could be driving around in the most expensive car, but if your vibes aren't right and you aren't approaching me in the right manner, and if you're not giving me the respect that I know that I deserve, because I value myself too much. I truly value my time and my energy far too much to waste it on your nappy-headed ass. So if you have to be a bitch, be a bitch. Being a bitch is gonna stop you from getting walked all over. Because if your entire life you've been like, I don't care he doesn't have a job. I don't care that I have to finance everything. I don't care that I have to pick him up and drop him off at work, and sometimes he takes my car, he goes out and he cheats on me and has sex with another girl in the backseat. I don't care, because I'm gonna be a ride or die. You look dumb. One of the last points that I want to cover is comparison. Baby girl, comparison is the thief of joy. Stop comparing yourself to other people. You are you. You are the only you on the face of the planet, and you need to figure out what you are going to do with your life, because you are the only you that there will ever be. So why are you aspiring to be someone else? Why are you spending your time trying to be someone else when you could be perfecting who you really are? People are attracted to authenticity. So you need to practice being authentically you, and I swear that not only will you find a man, you are going to find a tribe of people. You are going to find yourself. You are going to find your passions, your love. You are going to unlock everything by simply starting with you and being absolutely selfish with your time, with your energy, with whatever it takes. You have to start with you. Whether that means that you need to figure out how to get a therapist to deal with the trauma from your past so that you can grow into the woman that you know you deserve to be. I don't care what life took from you. Today is today. You need to figure out how to be the best woman or person that you know how to be starting today. And if you fail today, you need to get up tomorrow and you need to try again. And if you fail tomorrow, then you need to get up and you need to try again. Because you wallowing in this half-ass thing that you call life is just not okay, because it is not what you deserve. Period. It is not what you deserve. Stop living a life that is subpar. You're living a life that's subpar because you feel like that's all that you deserve out of life, and I'm here to tell you that it's not. You deserve any and everything out of life that you can squeeze out of it, and I don't give a shit who told you anything differently, because I am here to tell you that whatever you want in life, it's yours. If that's a man, if that's a relationship, then cool. but you need to work your ass off to get the quality of man, the quality of relationship that you want. Whatever you want, you speak it into existence, and then you work your ass off to get it. Girl, moral of the story is these men are accessories and treat them as such. And if you're doing anything else but that, you're doing yourself a disservice. Give these men the energy that they give you. Ooh, baby girl. I know I kind of went hard on y'all in this video. I know. I hope that you guys don't feel personally attacked, but then I also kind of feel like I hope that you do feel personally attacked, because I am the type of person that thrives off of someone looking me in my eyes and telling me that I need to do better, and I know that I need to do better, and calling me out of my bullshit. You can be that bitch. That's what we're here for. This is what my entire channel is about. I am trying to build an army of the best, most confident, fiercest women on the face of the planet, because that's what we deserve. I'm so tired of women taking a back seat to men, to jobs, to kids, to this, to that. You come first. I don't know who told you differently. What is this whole thing about women having to be so selfless? Nope. No. I'm very selfish about a lot of different things, especially my self-esteem, my time, my worth. I'm very selfish about that, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. Why should we? Men don't.
And have y'all ever noticed how a woman's worth is measured upon her ability to sacrifice? Like, oh my God, she was such a good mother. She would have given anything for her kids. Oh my God, she was such a good wife. She would have died for her husband. Like, why is it that women's ability to sacrifice is a measurement of our love and our worth? What is that?
Listen, I have so much more to say, and there's so many topics that I want to cover, but I'm happy that I started here. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I hope that it was a good old splash in the face of cold water if you needed it. I just want to give you guys a few resources that really helped me develop into the woman that is sitting before you today, and I am definitely a work in progress. I'm just now starting to turn into the beast that I am going to become, okay? Some of the things that have helped me: I watch a YouTuber named Shallon Lester. She is very controversial, and for the next few people, every single person I'm gonna name, you have to take some things and leave other things, especially with Shallon. She has such good points, but you gotta learn what to take and what to leave with her. I definitely love her YouTube channel though so much. Another thing that has changed me as a person is the podcast Call Her Daddy. I have become so much more assertive over my time, my energy, my sexuality, everything. I've become so much better and so much more full and present in myself because of that podcast. And a lot of people say that it's just a sex podcast. I disagree very much so with that. And even if it is just a sex podcast, I don't think that women quite understand the amount of power that comes with and through your sexuality and discovering said sexuality. First of all, if you're under 18, please do not listen to that podcast. It is very vulgar, and you have to have a certain amount of maturity to understand that there is so many things from that podcast that you have to take and so many things that you have to leave. So that's a podcast that's helped me a lot. And then musically, Megan Thee Stallion, hands down, has changed me as a woman. Some people will say that all she does is rap about sex, but I disagree. I think that she is a phenomenal role model because she is unapologetically herself. She does not care what people think about her. She is down to earth. She is college educated. She's a pack builder. Like, she wants other women to do well. She's unapologetic about her sexuality. She's not gonna let no man hold her back. How is this not a role model? Are we really about to sit up here and discredit her because she liked to twerk? She liked to clap her cheeks together, and y'all about to tell me that she's not a role model because she liked to clap her cheeks together? Goodbye. The point is that yeah, those are the things that have really transformed me in the past year for sure. And the fact that I've started to see a therapist has also really helped me a lot to more practically deal with things and to unravel the things that have happened to me in the past and the coping mechanisms that I've developed because of it, especially surrounding men. I'm tired. I feel like I really just cussed y'all out in the best way possible. But you know, sometimes we need that. Do you know how many videos I watch where I feel personally victimized and then I'm better for it? If you would like more of these videos, please let me know. I hope that you do, because even if you like don't, I'm probably still gonna do them. Whew. And with all that being said, make sure you follow me on social media. My name is Simone Nicole on all forms of social media, usually with 2 E's and 2 underscores, especially on Instagram. That is the platform I'm the most active on. With all that being said, remember to keep positivity in your life, because positivity breeds positivity, and we have absolutely no time for negativity in 2020. I will see y'all in the next video super duper soon.